I've got no support or anything in my life at the moment. I've made sure that I've taken myself through, college, university, got a good job, but I'm now at the risk of losing everything that I've got and worked for because of someone else's negligence.
It all seemed to come at the same time as the start of the pandemic, really.
When we originally got told what our bill was, we didn't get told everything because there was only a few things that we needed to fix. But then, as the regulators came round to do the fire checks, to do the cladding checks, and then we got a massive bill. It came up to nearly 80 to 90 grand, and at the moment it stands at 78,000, but it keeps on increasing.
I think the total bill for the building was somewhere in the region of 5.6 million.
They still haven't been able to clarify why these figures are being given, who's liable for them. I think, as we all know, it's very, very up in the air, and that's the bit that's kind of causing everyone the anxiety, I suppose.
Last year, I was working for a company, quite a famous travel company. I had to take voluntary redundancy just to try and bolster my savings. I kind of looked at it as, at my age, at 40, it'd be quite difficult to go to a bank and just ask for £80,000.
I know eventually I will be moving. I want to move out of this flat, and I don't have that option at the moment. I also don't have the option to kind of expand in my business or take any loans because I'm unsure of any other money that I have saved away, if that's going to be needed.
To pay the bill that we've got at the moment, it would mean me paying my entire salary that I'm earning at the moment for the next 4 years. And that's not including paying my food or my electric or my mortgage. That means me basically living in a hole and paying this off.
They're currently starting work on the building because they have to start removing the cladding to get the funding for the cladding without knowing they're getting the funding for the cladding, which kind of seems paradoxical.
So Artisan are the original owners of the building. From what I can gather, they've actually sold the business on to another company, but I feel like the responsibility lies with them.
The best case scenario is the government funding covers everything and we get to just get on with our lives as normal, like we thought we would, like everyone else does. We're not looking for a freebie or a handout. We bought the flat in good faith.
The amount of things that are wrong with this building, for it to be signed off as okay, it just feels like there's not enough oversight going on, and it's only now that people have started paying attention.
I'd like to see the developers take some responsibility, whether that's through a levy on new developments or through historically being able to get some of that money back off them. But I think realistically it's not very likely to happen. And I think they know that when they've done the building, that they'll be able to cover their own backs.
There's been a systematic failure throughout government, local government, and developers that have been getting away with too much for the last few decades, probably 3 or 4 decades, to be honest.
It's just been pretty frustrating because it's just that sense of unsurety and you can't plan for your future. That's a bit I've really struggled with. So I feel like my life's just kind of been put on hold.
All that I feel now is that we get help towards this situation and a realisation that it's going to put a lot of people mentally, financially in a place where it's going to be hard to come back from